the moment. ANZ, Auckland, New Zealand. I'm just waiting for Sewell, the bank manager, to come and see us.
Give you any 5 to 7 minutes?
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, good. So, the guys just said she'll see me. That's good. That's good. So, I just want to see if our lawyer, Choi, Choi spoke to the bank manager, like how I thought he will be. It's a week now, and I'm expecting her to tell me if he did, because he's gone overseas for the rest of the month without telling me, which is not good. But however, I just have to stick with it, and it's delayed us. I really wanted to get ahead and get on with it. So yeah, just sitting in the bank, just talk to you, and everything's okay. I just want to catch up the bank manager to see where she is and give her the rest of the documents in the book, the warrant. Today we'll know how it looks. She'll be able to give her a couple of minutes, and we'll be away. Yeah, so I'm enjoying myself with Jaymie online. She's sorting out the unicorn for our theme of the moai and the dragon when we go to Plymouth, Devonport and England. As you're getting a bit impatient to get going there, it looks like it's getting too close to Christmas, so we might delay our trip until after Christmas. If we're going to rush there and rush back. I was hoping to get there before Christmas while the Parliament's still open, so we can at least make an appearance at Westminster and also in Plymouth, just to meet the people waiting for us there, have a meeting, and then come back for Christmas, and then go back in the early New Year. So all the work's done now on the right. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Hi, Julie. How are you? Good. Good to meet you. Yeah, long time.
In the other day.
Yeah, that's right. I know you. I barge in with the appointments. I'm like that, and I'm lucky because I always do that.
Sometimes it works and sometimes
yeah, sometimes. That's okay. I'll just take it as it comes.
Yeah.
And I'm just fitting into the commercial things. I've done a lot of work since I last saw you. It's all online now, so I've got a big audience in the whole front of the whole world watching. But I have to be in Westminster at some stage soon. But they are sort of waiting, and I'm taking a long time. But that's how it goes. I'm doing my homework to make sure I've covered everything to make a good case. Only one go.
Yeah.
Only one go.
Yeah.
So at the present time, the Scottish, I'm waiting for an answer back from Nicola Sturgeon to link up with the Scottish government, because everything's changed in Westminster now. I've been following it all the way through. That I'm only concerned with the Commonwealth and the tidal energy project that we're going to put up either here or in Scotland. So it's going right up to that level with PricewaterhouseCoopers here. Chris is still saying, when you get an investor, come and see me. So I had to be the investor myself and set it all up. And because I had no spreadsheet of a history, he'll put that in when I pay him. So everybody's sitting there to be paid, and I'm just being nice with Taek Choi, because he said he'll go on the strength of the case and the bank, so that it fits in with, if it's a fraud, it's a fraud. And it is, but then that's up to him with the conveyancing instruments. So all I'm doing is, it's a bank transaction for getting on the platform, getting on, and then it joins up with the whole project with Kiwi engineers, design engineers in Denmark. So it's really nothing to do with marriage. In a sense, it's nothing, it's too big. But I have got a mandate from them at Waitangi. I just stood up, it's all on video. I stood up in front of them and said, well, right, this is how it goes. The Queen is over there, but you've got to settle that. I'm going over there to settle over there. So now you've got the trust of Queen Victoria that has been cleaned out of HM Treasury. And because she's gone into the EU, it's gone. Because George leaves, he's a veteran of Air Force, but he's done all the documentation for where that money is. And Karen Hudes, for the World Bank, well, she's a lawyer, knows where it all is, all that gold and everything. That's where I'm going, as the surrogate king. I mightn't look pretty, but I actually say, John the King, because it's left a void, vacant spot in the monarchy. So we've got Jeff Foley in Australia, that's my business partner for the new ship that I've designed, sort of submarine for the tidal energy project to carry the bottles under the water back to here to hook up with Trentpower. So all those are in place from the project off the East Cape. So all those ones are waiting down there. So they all know where's it? Where's that? Yeah. So things are in place. All it needs is to kick the bank off, because what happens is this. The King William, I've got all these coins and claimed them back into the trust. And because the Queen's not there, I'm going there to fill the trust, because she's the head of the trust, the Queen. And there's the King and Queen of Spain abdicated to the Sun in the Philippines. So that's when Karen Hudes jumped in to claim the money in the trust that came from somewhere no one claimed. It happens to be us, the beneficiaries of there's 8 points on a star on the Federation flag. One of the points is for the, like you people, and that came here from Plymouth in Devonport in England. So I'm going there to flag it. Once I put it up, that's court. And the Parliament, the new Parliament, because the Queen shut down Westminster on the face of it, and put 43 sanctions in place to limit what they can do with the colony. Right? So I'm going in there with the flag, put the flag up and say, oi, here it is. And so she cut the monarchy off here, Australia, Canada, and went on her own business. So she's running her own private business and left the British people with nothing. So I'm going there to set the court up to recover the levy over the where it's gone. So all I did was put a figure on it and stick it. It's everybody's looking at their figure now, and so that's becoming real because no one's doing anything about it because they can't anyway. The titles here, the British title and the Lynn's title, the New South Wales title, are two different titles. So the mortgages are Admiralty. And so because I'm Admiralty, that's what I've been practicing and doing the law. My family's Rogans, English, married, John Rogan married Mariah Manukau. So the Auckland titles, Manukau. And the East Coast was Auckland titles to Hawke's Bay and Gisborne. Dick Rogan married Lord IT1 or Those are the two titles. that when I went to Lynn's, I told them put the Wanoa name and the Manukau name on Cook Street. So that was just one thing they did. They rejected a caveat, a letter caveat, not as a financial interest, but as an interest. And so they've deleted that, and the little road going through the property is an old Crown Road. It got sold as one title from the council to Jaymie Peters, and then because they couldn't get rid of the 11 investors, because they put 300 million, they lost it. They lost it because I'm backing for them. I told them leave it to me, because Jaymie Peters gave me all these documents to do the case. I said, well, when I looked at it, I thought, where did you get it from? See? I went back and said, hang on, they had to find where they got it from, and it's still the British. So the Queen is running everything in the world. She has got title to the whole world, and it's using this admiralty, the flag we got. The flag, I stood up at the TPPA meeting in the US embassy down here on the 8th of November, and I did a speech and I said, see the flag? It's on a video because everybody knows. This flag, the secret is in here. If you just keep an eye on this, follow Facebook and see where it goes. You see, it will go all the way back to England. So it's really like this. The coins, the pennies, the threepence, sixpence, shilling, 2 bob, all of those, I'm going to mint them in gold. Back to the gold we recover, and the pound notes, we've already got the pound note, the Tainui pound note, I've just put our own watermark on it, and we're going to print it and take it to the Bank of England. Okay? So I'm going into Foreclose, Devonport, back to the King Trust, and look for the Queen Trust, where that's gone. So Scotland, Alex sent me before he went out, because I've been checking with him online. It's easy for me to just drop something in there. I said, look, Alex, you need to get an audit on the HM Treasury to find where the money's gone. If it's gone on the wall, they're in trouble, because our beneficiaries are still here, out of pocket, right? And that means everybody here, not just Maoris. The Maoris are just part of the Pacific in the whole commerce. So I'm looking at it, and I told them after 5 days, look, this is the treaty settlement, that's a contract with Queen, between you iwis and the Queen. This one over is King Taek, right? Because when William Cornwallis Simons, like Simon said, came here, he went into the harbour and took over the Manukau land, the site, and settled people there. But there was bush, they bought bush. And so the council says, okay, we'll give you some over there. And then they left that like that. But that was this title on Cook Street, which came out of New Auckland. And they are supposed to, the Lynn's by law, are supposed to put it in the land transaction, supposed to put the names onto the title and just leave it like that. And so because it's now become a fraud, it's turned into a case, private case between me and the other guy to prove where he got from. And I told him not to sell it. I told him not to sell it because it's not perfect. The process is not perfect because you haven't got who we got. Those chiefs from Ngāpui, Kawal, Tinana and Tamaki from Tainui, they're not the owners, they're not Manukau. The birth certificate on here, I'll leave you the book. I left one here. Yeah, but I've got the other pages for the back, so you just need to slip them in. And then the rest are the tenancy agreement for the new tenancy. And the contract with the lawyer in the back. Okay, so I've left that out so that people don't know the in bit. But they're learning, they marvel by looking at it. I've got a good crew, I've got 3 Poms that know what they're doing to do it for the sake of people. It's not going in my pocket, it's going into the trust for all the people around the world.
So that's their interest in that. Their interest in that.
Yeah, to do it. And because the lawyer said, I said to him, look, if you can't do it, I'll get someone else. Because I've no money to pay you. You can take it from there, whatever. And he went for that. But he went away and he didn't tell me where he was going. But now I've got to be patient because was just getting to the
Well, it's
near.
been a long time, and
Yeah,
you've got the patience.
Yeah.
You've been on this a
long time, yeah, 6 years.
And you get one chance in a
Yeah. So it's going to work out good for everyone, and for the banks, because I'm going into the bank area in London to set up over there for here and the rest of the world, the Commonwealth. So I've really got a role there in the Bank of England because King William's Act covers. He created the Act for the Bank of England and the printing of money. So I've got a printer ready to go by and print the pound note to the 11 tickets of 5 billion on Hook Street. That's just to cover all the people involved, and all I have to do is tell a lawyer to look, who will cover the money, and it'll work out. So I said to Choi, we'll just go for 10 million and leave the rest until I get set up properly. Because I've got Ailey, but he's been too busy to do it, and he wasn't quite sure. It's a little bit out of his depth. And the lawyer has got other, because they're contract lawyers, international commercial contract with Hickson's, Australia, of the Pacific, and so they know it's a case. Because Choi said, oh, there's a big case. I said, no, all you have to do is go and see them. They're all finished. Everybody knows what's there. It's up to that person to say, no, it's wrong. And he's still got a chance to say, no, it's wrong. But what happens, I've set up he signed a document to go to the High Court of Admiralty. If someone refers to goes right there and transfer back here. But all they do is pay online into that, it's a world court on, in the Rolls Building. So that's absolutely magic. So if anybody refuses anything, then I'll go straight there and set up the case. I was hoping to get some money so I can pay the lawyer, the judge, to do the case. But if not, it just means I've saved the money. That's why they court there for, to do quick case, two-hour cases. It's all over. You're either right or wrong. And so it finishes it out and you can settle in Admiralty. Because that's what's happening with all the mortgages. Good for the bank, because I really wanted to go in, take the coins into the bank, because that's what I was going to do, what I think I have to do next year now. I was hoping to do it before Christmas, but I think I'm pushing that up. And take the coins in there to register them, and the pound note, because they're still there. In King William, those are his coins, and we just claimed him. But I think at this stage, I won't be wrong, that the Business Roundtable is running our business and not telling us. They've just changed their name in the last 2 years to the Intuition New Zealand Limited Company. That's its new name.
Really?
Yes, and the word intuition appears in the Commonwealth all over the world. The word intuition of ideas. So that's what I'm investigating, where all the people's funds, this is public money that I'm accounting for, not married money, it's all that's happening in the commerce. So marrieds have to get a grip of what they should have known about the flag they're holding. He's got no flag. I've got to go back there, and because John Key come and put it in the cupboard, and they carried on using it. Right? Prince Andrew was using it as a ambassador for the Commonwealth and the British government. But now that they've shifted off the soil land to the EU, Germany's just joined up with Russia, shook hands after the G20 in Australia. This was funny because Merkel had a smirk on her face when Putin walked out, and he's got on his plane and went home. But they met the next day and shook hands with China and India. So those have got their own UN and Russian money mixed up now. So you've got competing forces with the money. So in this case, we have credit available, not debt, credit to write up against anybody that's untoward, that can't account for where the money is, including the Queen. So you see, it's going to be good business here for the bank, because I'll just stay with the bank in the New Zealand dollars, and make the pound note there, and keep it there, keep the pound note there. And I've got some boys, John Patterson, he's a Patterson family that set up the banks, waiting over there. So he's an military police.
Okay.
So he's sitting there waiting with all the thing for the court. So he knows that we'll go onto the land there, and because they've got no power, no monarch, no nothing in Westminster, they're just going there and they can't do anything. And I'm saying, no, hang on, we go over there, it's clean over there, and we'll start again and transfer the power there, and you can carry on. But we'll put the flag up, proclaim it, and declare it, because that's the declaration flag, and declare it again. Back to the Isle, Wales, England, Ireland, Scotland. You see, because they split themselves up after they split us up. So we're going to put it back together. And it will work out good. What I wanted to do, they know now that I want to go into the Bank of England and readjust the money system, because the Rothschild owns the Bank of England. So foreclose on the bank, on the Rothschild Bank, all everything, 970 million trillion done in gold bullion. So I put the money and pay the military to go and look at it. Because that flag there is for military protection of our business between here and England. Nobody else. No Chinese, nobody else. Just from here to there. But who dares will say, oh, there's a trust somewhere that no one's claiming. And so she put it from America. And so they're going for it. That's the goal around. I said, come on, we'll find it. We'll find it. We'll just...
So you've been working on this for so long.
Yeah.
You're not going to give up now?
No. But for the economy here, I think the Scottish will be good here to boot themselves off in the Pacific, because America is got their things going into the Pacific, and I want the British to come here, the military to come here on our blocks at the East Cape. So they're waiting for the British military to set themselves up to protect our business between New Zealand and Britain, among who else, because they'll know we're going back to square one and start again this way. You see? So I'm hoping that the lawyer, who will come back at the end of the month, will do the conveyancing and finish off the documents for the bank to get enough. I'll just do a little overdraft until he recovers the rest of it. I've got plans to do the 115-story building there. The plans will really go. The plans for the East Cape projects really go, and Puck-Hyper, the energy project. So the Scottish, at the moment, the government there, I'm going straight to the government and go into the energy, because they're the turbine kings of the sea, and dump this thing right in the Firth over there, and Orkney Islands. And so that'll get them and us going, and all the Scotties here and whatever. The Maoris are scratching their head now, because they know, oh, does it look like that? And I said, yes, it very much looks like that. But the thing in me is that our families, the Cosgroves are the lawyers, and the Rogans are the judges and the land surveyors at the time of the 1840, when they came here. And Simons came into the Manukau Harbour in 1840, and he proclaimed, he just said, this belongs to His Majesty, and that's how they started this title. Okay, so we had, because it was a crown run, you'll see it in the book, and all that meant was that the titles are still subject to Britain. They still have to go through Britain, but they've cut the sovereignty off here. The Queen cut it off in 2008. I tried to tell them how they didn't know. And when the Lisbon Treaty was signed, everybody lost their sovereignty to the EU. But then in 2008, and then Judith Collins changed the Police Act in one day, 3 acts passed and got the royal assent, because they've been using the Queen when she wasn't there since 2008. So, and it's all in affidavits in case anybody barks. But in this case, it's just the financial instruments that I'm interested in getting the economy going here, this way. And the threat of any other thing other than that, the Americans I'm talking about, and the Queen and her private business with the Vatican, the New World Order, and the Americans are coming in here, and they'll more than likely run off with it if I don't do anything to save it. Yeah, that's the only, the only way to do it was go back to the beginning, and it only happened at now, not any other time, when it was crucial that the Westminster is in a mess, and they sort of have no direction after what's happened with when they suddenly found the Queen not there to look after them, and they're out of pocket. So that's it's been a herring because my head is like every day I'm on the computer 7 days and 15 hours sometimes, and writing up the documents and checking all the history, mortgages, especially the law and the mortgages, and King William, all his how he did it, and then it's like Tesla. When those other ones got it, they went rampant with it. See?
You're probably not going to do anything before Christmas.
I think so. As much as I want to, but I think so. Yeah.
The timing's got to be right.
Yeah.
And you've got to have a look.
Yeah. The bank needs to have a look at it and assess it and go through all the, because it's not just a little thing. It needs to be checked thoroughly. And however, I didn't want to spoil anything by trying to do things on my own and found I'm in trouble because there's actually no one can save me. No, I'm glad I came to see you because I'll just get the other papers and they can slip in the bag. But that's almost like it's finished, and anything else will be the bank draft for the transfer and for the instruments, the legal instruments. I think you've got a bouquet. I can just give you this one and because it's already down there, and you give me the other one because I've got or you can slip the pages in. You can. Yeah, no, I'll keep it. You'll just take these other bits. They're already ready to drop in. There's two of them. Yeah, those go in the back. Okay, so those are the other bits that go with the title and everything. So you can a bit of reading there. But it's a good exercise for the police too. I've been educating them that it's not a big deal. It's just normal business because the police they're doing private prosecutions like me. And but what happens with them? They've got police prosecutors. They and the judge collect money for the state government in Wellington. The other ones, not just new, are police private prosecutors. They collect the money for the Queen. You see? So I'm a private prosecutor collecting money for the King. Right? And it's their word against mine. Yeah.
I'm sure you're educating a lot of people.
Well, it's good for everybody. As long as I do my job, and I'll be a happy man. And we can meet.
All you can do is say you've done your best.
Yeah, I've done my best, and it'll put people at ease, and the next generation can start fresh.
Oh yeah, the next generation don't even understand it.
They don't understand it. It was a big thing to do, and to get it right from all over.
Yeah. Well, look how long it's taken you.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. Thanks for meeting me. Well, that was good. I just had money all in here into the ANZ bank, and that's what I used to do. When I was doing mortgage projects, I just borrow in and just go there and say, nah, I want to see the back. So I'm doing that right now. So yes, so here we are. We're just in Queen Street. Oh, that's Victoria Street at the back there.